Every choice we make shapes our future. Just let those words sink in. Just let them sink in. So, a few weeks ago, we talked about perspective and being able to change your perspective, see things um, from a different point of view. And so we're going to continue on with that. But now I want you to shift in a different way. That was very much about the human perspective a few weeks ago, right? Being authentic and who you show up in your day. And we all have this human experience that we're living, and we don't have any choice. We have this human experience, but there's another side to that. We all have a soul. Okay. And so my belief is that we are souls having a human experience. And we're more soul and less human. And if we can tap into that soul space, we have the opportunity to shift our perspective in everything and in anything. And when our soul looks at that, every choice I make today shapes my future. Your soul looks at everything as like, what if? What if instead of worrying about what's going on in my life right now, or this person, or what's going on in the world right now, what if I can see that I can make a choice here? I can make a choice to think a different thought, or feel a different emotion, or react in a different way, or even have a whole different belief, or change my whole habits. My perspective, when I go into my soul space, because I can get so very much caught up in the human experience. Yes, of course I can. But when I take the time to stop and take a few breaths and shift into how my soul sees this is my belief. And this helps me through every difficult experience. My soul came here to this earth school, to learn and to grow and to learn and experience different things. And when I look at it from that point of view, I know that there's a lesson here for me to learn. And I don't look at it as, okay, this is good or bad. It is just a lesson that I came here, my soul came here to learn. And when I can look back on my life, I realize that when I was very much stuck, what I like to call like a karmic prison, or a karmic loop, or a karmic pattern, I'm stuck. I'm very much stuck in my own ego, my own human experience. I'm stuck in the problem. I'm stuck in I'm stuck. I can't move. I can't move beyond it. I'm stuck in fear. I'm stubborn. I'm stuck in making the same choices over and over again. I'm stuck in a habit. I'm stuck in a pattern. I'm stuck in survival mode because this is, what I learned. And when I shift into the soul perspective, then that's how I can release myself from this karmic prison. I shift into, wait a minute. There's something that my soul came here to experience. There's something my soul came here to learn. And then I can see things completely different. I don't see it as a problem anymore. I see it as, okay, all right, what do I need to learn from this? That's when I soften. That's when I take a look. That's when I notice what's going in my body. Okay, I'm holding on to things. I'm feeling things that don't feel right. And that's when I'm in that soul perspective, I can choose something different. I can choose to ask myself, what are the consequences of me making this choice? Because you know what? Every choice I make is going to shape my future. It allows me to choose different because I'm seeing not the problem anymore. I'm seeing it as a learning opportunity. This is how I can release myself and get myself out of that karmic loop, that loop that keeps me stuck. Okay, so then when I come into the soul space, my hand goes to my heart because this is where my soul resides. It's like, breathe. Now I get to choose. Now my soul, gets to choose how my ego is going to show up in this particular situation. I'm not going to look at this through the eyes of fear or stubbornness or resentment or worry. No, I'm going to look through this through my soul's. There's something that I get to learn from this. I get to choose something different today. This requires me to lean back and really move into my heart space and take a few breaths and ask those really important questions. If I do this, what are the consequences? Right? For me, for other people. Right? Keeps me in my heart. What is something, how can I choose so this brings me peace? Or what can I choose so that this brings me and everybody else in this particular situation success or happiness? And when I choose that, the solutions appear. I can't explain it any other way. Ideas and ways of seeing things or opportunities just start to come my way. And I'm like, I couldn't see this before. I couldn't see it before because I was stuck in this karmic loop. I was stuck in the problem. I was stuck in the fear. And when I move back and open my heart and look at it differently from my soul perspective, solutions appear. The problem doesn't seem so big anymore. I've learned what my soul came here to learn, and it's not a punishment. And that's what I had to really understand. I'm like, why? Why is this happening to me? It feels like a punishment. The ego looks at it as a punishment. The soul looks at it as, I get to learn something here. I get to learn something about myself. It's not always fun. It's not always pretty. Most of the time, it's not. And the ego holds on to that. Oh, I don't want to go through this. Not again. Why? And this is that karmic loop, right? And it could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be just whatever. It's like a different person, a different job, a different place that I'm living, but the same stuff keeps happening to me. Why does this keep happening to me? And that's what the ego says. But the soul says, because it's not about out there. It's not about the job I choose. It's not about the person I choose. It's not about the place I choose to live. This is happening because in here, I've got something. My soul came here to learn something. And when I learn it, and when I get that, and when it means I gotta feel, it means I gotta notice what's going on in my body. It means my soul and the human aspect come together and learn something and discover something. Yeah. Choose different thoughts, choose different beliefs, choose different emotions, choose to feel, choose to be, choose to experience, choose to love. That's how we get unstuck. That's how I have realized that that's how I get released from that karmic prison. Right? So let's tap this in. Oh, wait, because I'll tap it in with the intention. The intention this week is to witness every choice that you make. And even as you witness it, how do you feel? Does it feel good? Does it not feel good? Is it comfortable? Is it uncomfortable? Are you feeling sick to your stomach? There we go. Body's saying, wait, lean back. What are the consequences of making this choice? Can we make something different? Can we choose something different? Put the hand on the heart, come into the heart space, knowing that this choice is going to shape my future. Is this the future I want? What's the energy I want to show up in? Right? A lot of questions. Stop it in. Like even just the tap in itself. Like, let's start bouncing. We do this every week. Start bouncing. What is the consequences of this? Bouncing. Come into my body. I connect to my body. And I begin to create really good energy in my body. Circulation starts to flow through my body. Shake it out. So just by choosing to take a few moments every morning to bounce, to shake, I know I am starting to get some good circulation through my body. Tap into your physical body. Here, when I do this, I'm like, I can feel my physical body, right? I can either choose to go, oh no, I'm just too stiff, or I'm sore, or this is silly, whatever. I can choose those thoughts. Or I can tap into my physical body and really connect to my physical body. And give my physical body a little bit of love. Maybe my knees hurt. Maybe my back hurts a little bit. Tap in. Choose something different. Okay, rub your hands together. Okay, shake it out. And then tap in underneath the eyes. This is the meridian of our stomach where we hold a lot of worry and a lot of fear and a lot of, we get stuck in our head and that human experience and the dramas that are going all around us. So when I tap here, when we tap here, when all of us do, we tap into our stomach meridian and we get things flowing. We have the ability to shift. Okay, ground myself in this human experience. Bring my soul to the forefront of my being. That means I'm going to come into my heart space. And I see this from a different perspective. Breathe. And then come into the collarbone. Cross at the arms. You don't have to cross, but just tap in the collarbone. That's our kidney meridian. We're getting good energy and good circulation through our kidneys. But what this does energetic-wise, it gets my energy moving in the right direction. Away from fear, away from being, stuck in that karmic loop. And we're into the soul perspective. How does my soul look at this? The soul never sees a problem. The soul never sees a problem. It sees an opportunity to learn something, to grow, to evolve. It's like, this is one of those lessons I came into this human experience to learn. All right, let's do it. Right? Everything's now moving in the right direction. And then you come into the heart space. Right? This is where the soul resides. This is where we draw into kindness and love, and we get to shift our perspective. All right, I don't want to see the problem anymore. I want to see the solution. But in order to see the solution, we have to shift the perspective. This isn't happening to me. This is what my soul came here to experience. And the soul is like, hey, here is my next lesson on this earth school. This is my next lesson. And I'm going to meet it. I'm going to meet it with love. I'm going to meet it with appreciation, gratitude. All right. It's not always easy because there are some really tough lessons we need to learn. But if we don't learn them, that's where the karma is. They just keep happening. So the soul says, let's learn it now so that we can move on to something else and not stay stuck in this fear or this resentment or this whatever it is. And be grateful for it. A lesson I get to learn so that I can move on and clear this karma. How perfect is that? And then we tap in here, we metabolize it all. Yeah, then the process is we feel it, we identify with our body, but we see it from a whole different perspective. It isn't a struggle. We get to feel things, and those things we feel might not always be what our ego would say. I don't want to feel that. That's struggling. No, it's not. It's feeling it. It's releasing it. Our soul knows this. There's nothing to fear, nothing to fear. Your soul knows that. There's lessons that our soul came here to experience. And when we tap into that, we shift our whole perspective and we begin to take our awareness away from the problem and into the solutions. And it's from there that we clear a lot of karma. So this week, my friends, you might have to open your mind a little bit, right? Or maybe you're going, no, I know that. I have felt that. That's when things have worked better in my life. So this is what I want you to do. Start to witness your choices and know that every choice you make shapes your future. But notice it from a soul perspective, not the ego, not from the fear, not from the stubbornness, not from the drama that is and the problem, but from releasing. It's not an obstacle. It's not a problem. It's an opportunity. I came here. My soul came here to learn something from this. So let's learn from it so we can get out of this loop and find happiness and find success and find love and find joy. We were not born to suffer. None of us were. We did come here to learn and evolve and grow. So when we go into this week with this perspective, just notice, what are the choices I'm making? What are the consequences? It's a little easier to pick something different from the soul perspective as opposed to the egoic. I love my ego. We should all love our ego. I wouldn't be here in this human experience if I didn't have the ego. But I'm not going to lead my life from fear and the ego. I'm going to lead it from love and the soul. And I'm asking you to just open your mind and do the same thing. Namaste, my friends. Have yourself a wonderful day and wonderful week.